Hi everyone, Keenan Likes Cars here. In this video, I wanted to do a comparison between 90's JDM classics and the modern Toyota GT86 in a 2-lap shootout around the Nürburgring Nordschliefe on Assetto Corsa. As you can see, I set the grid to reverse order and it appears it's not quite working out as we come down the hill here just past, have to wait, squeak just past the NA Miata, and now we are in the lead. So, looks like you can see from the video we're pulling away a bit and GT86 has gone past, but seems to be a bit of a cluster back there. I think I might have overestimated the passing capabilities of the AI in Assetto Corsa. So, of course, looking at that, and you see we pull away here. Across the bridge, down, and as you can see, we just end up pulling away. So that didn't quite work out as planned. So I took the fastest lap, which was of the FDRX7, and decided to do a 101 shootout. And yes, I realize it's that reference, but oops, oh well. So start lap here, as you see coming on down, just absolutely getting walked on by the RX-7 here, just with that extra horsepower and sleek aerodynamic body. But it will be the twisty sections such as coming up here where the 86 will really shine. And locking up the brakes, trying to fade on the inside, trying to do a crossover here, and big step out slide. And we lost a bit of ground, which isn't great, going on to a major flat out section in just a few corners here. We managed to make up the distance, another slide. Can't really do that unless keep it nice and tidy, because we don't know how these tires will last over 2 laps with some real competition. And good exit, keeping there, and again the RX-7 just pulls right away. Not much we can do about that. Coming uphill to the very fast Flugplatz section, of course German Flugplatz being German for airfield, and we have a little technical difficulties with our outside camera view here. Catch a little bit through Flugplatz, we have the camera back. And going down the hill here again, just absolutely being pulled away on here. Nothing we can do about that. Just have to sit and plan a strategy coming down the hill. And here we're just gonna lick the stamp and send it, to quote Daniel Ricciardo, down the outside. Can we hold it? Brake. A bit of lockup, a little bit of slide wide, and we are through. Now the question is, can we hold it? Going down the hill here, you can see RX-7 all over the back of us. Not much again we can do about that, but try and make the car as wide as possible coming up the hill here. Brake late, try and carry as much speed. Very tricky corner, cars unbalanced, hit the curb, lock up, slide a bit. Not something we need to be doing here. And exit the corner and make sure we get a good exit here for the next straight section. Up on the curb using all the road. And that is not quite the gap. I think, can we get away with it here? Down the hill, having to run defensive. The RX-7's all over us. Brake late as possible. Balance the car, slide right out to the exit. Brake. Oh, and looks like we're a bit wide here. That's not gonna be good. Can't be making mistakes like that. Give it way too much time. Down the hill. And another hard brake, and big slide, big slide, big slide, big slide, drifting out of the corner. That's not going to be great for time. Again, you can hear the RX-7 in the background. Not that time though. Managed to hold off. And through this quick complex. And here trying to play with the throttle, get the car balanced and on the power early as possible. Out in this section, we should have the car covered. Very tight hairpin, you can see just pulling away in the tight sections here, which will have to be enough, because with the exception of the famous Bergberg corner coming up in a bit, there's a very long straight afterwards, so we have to pull away as much as possible, using all the advantage the 86 has in the corners. Right, and up the hill here, always a very tricky corner because it goes off camber, car wants to spin around, and pulled a bit of a gap, and we go onto the short chute, coming up to the fast left-hander that is famous for the accident Niki Lauda had in 1976, just right here, coming into the famous Bergberg corner, which leads onto a very, very long straight. Try and maximize the exit, slide around a bit. Now the question is, will the gap we pulled up, will it be enough? just past the 11-kilometer marker here onto a very, very long, flat out, not quite straight, but still can consider it a straight section. The thing is, will we have enough? You can see already the FDRX7 with its top speed advantage pulling on us immediately out of the twisty section. And the question is, will we have it? Will we have it? You can see that gap is just fading away to nothing. All that advantage pulled away and the twisty bit's gone. To carry a lot of speed through this corner, very tricky, very fast corner. You really have to be careful with a car like this to make sure you have it balanced properly. Very easy to throw off weight transfer and lose control of the car. Again, coming up with that straight, and we've managed to maintain the gap. It is fairly twisty from here, so now it's just pulling away to make sure that long back straight we have as big gap as possible. Now up the hill to Carousel. Again, not really a place to pass here, so not much of a concern. Down into the banking, very bumpy. Oh, big slide, not that great when you don't have that much horsepower coming out of it. We do have a bit of a gap up to the highest point of the track here. It's all uphill, but we do have a bit of a gap. Should be able to maintain it through here. Up, braking, left-hander here. Maybe not touch the curves, that's not the greatest thing. Done settles the car, slide a bit, and to the highest point of the circuit. Now we've maintained the gap, or kept out in front, so from here it's just try and run away as much as possible. Again, now through probably what is my favorite section of the course, very fast, very flowing. So you'd be able to maintain a lot of speed through there and just absolutely pull away heaps of time on the RX-7, which we need to do in order to win this. So down into the second set of very similar corners. I believe one of the two is called Vipperman. Anyway, through here, this section tighter, can't use as much curb. It's much steeper of a curb. Use all the road on the outside. Now up through what's known as YouTube corner. If you see all those crash compilations from the tourist days, that is that corner that the photographers and recorders like to sit at for people to go off. It's very tricky up here, up over the curb, car sliding. Again, down through the section, over the bump. Right now, brake, bounce the car through here, and absolutely just trying to pull away as much as possible because we know we're just going to get eaten alive down that big long uphill straightaway near the end of the lap. And downhill here again, another big bump, looks to unsettle the car, and then this very tricky, very fast chicane section. Absolutely flat out, just keep your foot to the floor and hang on. And braking now uphill, very difficult corner to keep the car balanced, sliding a bit there, up and up the hill. Hear that bog from not having that much paddle horsepower to play with here. Then now through Baby Carousel, and bounce, and big bump on exit, very tighty through there. And now we're coming up to the final corner, which is super crucial to make sure you get a good as run as possible. Try and carry as much speed without putting a little bit too much steering and scrubbing speed or sliding. You have that huge long straight to maximize your speed on and keep the foot to the floor for almost half a minute. Alright, under the Autosport Bridge is known as, or should I say gantry, which is the endpoint for the lap in bridge to gantry times, which you see for production cars, which doesn't include this very long straight. Alright, now in here, just engines absolutely clapped out here, going past the entry and exit for the tourist section for the tourist days. You can pay, I believe it's like 18 euros, go for the lap and everything yourself. And under the bridge, now the end of the straight, bit downhill, not much of a loss in downhill section again because the car is lighter. You know, braking after a very long time at full throttle, hard to adjust your brain again, and you can see all that gap we built up is almost gone, save for about a second. Starting the second lap here. Now the question is, do we have the tire to keep that gap over the second lap, or are we gonna lose that with tire degradation? Who knows? Let's see. Let's find out. Alright, do the first corner again. See, gap is just over a second. Trying to keep on this lap very nice and tidy. Again, tire wear is a big question, especially with sliding and locking up like that. now is just maximize every corner pull away, because that is an unknown. Again, through the first twisty section done. Looks like maybe pulled out a second and a half here. Of course, every section is going to have to be like that, no mistakes, in order to keep ahead this lap. Into fluke box for the second time, balance the car in again, very fast, big slide there. Scroll off some speed. Not going to be great considering, again, this is the section where the 86 is most vulnerable on these long straights from top speed difference. Back into big major first straight section of the lap, and it seems like we have maintained the gap, if not grown it a little bit from the beginning of the lap here. Again, out all the way to the edge of the road, under the bridge, down the hill, new section here, which is not very tricky, but if you get it right, you can almost completely straight line it through there. Up the hill, braking tricky here again. Car is very high speed and unbalanced. Very fast and very slow section. Always find it very difficult to find this first apex. Set the car up, trying to maximize exit speed again. And it looks like through that section we have maintained the gap, not really lost, not really gained on the RX-7. Here, maybe not as fast as last time. Again, have a little bit of a cushion, don't need to risk as much. It's a bit more about not making mistakes, I should say, and keeping it clean through this final lap. See, nice and tight through hairpin this time, no drifting, no sideways action. It's be nice, tidy, clean. Maybe not so much through there, but again, more about this lap, just maintaining that gap and not losing a huge amount of time through mistakes. Very tight hairpin, and back on the power. Again, it looks like we're not really pulling away, but we're not really losing either, so that is looking promising for staying ahead at the end of this lap. Now, right, using on the road again, being very tidy, not wanting to make any mistakes here. You can see there is a gap, but not much of one, not much room for error here. Right, now coming down to Bergbrook for the second time, brake, make sure you want to really maximize the exit. And that looked fairly clean. Let's get over there, and again, very long straight. This is where we're absolutely going to be eaten alive again, so it'll be interesting to see the gap at the end of this straight away here. Gentle lift, again trying to carry as much speed as possible while being tidy, not sliding the car at all. As you can see, a few seconds of that gap have just absolutely evaporated. Now coming up to carousel for the second and final time here. Again, very tricky corner, very bumpy. It's about getting through clean, being smooth, bump, sliding a bit, a bit of correction, back on the power, and out. As you can see, this lap the car is sliding a bit more, so again, the question is, do we have the tire? Will the car wear out a little much, pushing so hard through the twisty bits that we will lose that cornering advantage? It's hard to see, let's find out. Looks like we're about 3-4 seconds ahead, so maintain that gap. We should be good for the rest of the lap. Let's find out what happens. Right through this section again, right up on the curb, trying to straight line as much as possible, trying to carry as much speed as possible, letting the hill here kind of slow the car down a bit, using all the curb there, braking downhill, right out to the edge of the road, feel the car slide on all 4 tires, braking down, through, again, another big slide, out to the exit, and we'll back up to YouTube corner here, try and be nice and tight through there, almost at the apex, bring it right out to the road, not wanting to hit that curve because it'll rotate the car right around. Braking uphill, right up the curve, you can see the car sliding around a little bit more now. It'll be just the challenge to keep tidy and make sure to keep enough gap, which it looks like we're pulling away again to finish this lap ahead. This very fast chicane one more time, very quick, very tight, and should not hit the curbs because that will send the car flying into the arm count. Brake up the hill again, having the momentum in the uphill section, slow the car a bit so you don't need as much brake. Again, being a low-powered car, you can use the terrain really to your advantage through baby carousel second time. Here we go, onto the long straightaway for the final time. Will it be enough? It appears to be, but let's find out. You just hear that 4-cylinder 20-valve engine absolutely screaming, working its hardest to try and keep the car moving forward. Despite being uphill and having that aerodynamic drag from hitting near top speed. You can see the speedometer is completely maxed out under the bridge. It's all downhill from here, except for the part that's uphill. Right, coming here down to the final real hard braking zone for the final time. The apex and bump. Oh, that's not gone well. That's not the way to do it, Keenan. And come on, see the RX-7 closing, and we still have it, despite that minor slide and mistake there. Oops. So, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and whatever. And thank you. See ya.